What's up, sluts? Welcome back. We're live from the motherfucking Masters today. You're looking at a motherfucking Masters champion up in here. Oh, and it's day 2, folks. Day 2's exciting. We're going to forgo our Sunday stream and give you a little Friday action. Now, day 2, everybody knows day 2 is very stressful because it's cut day. So everybody's trying to make the cut. And there's not a lot of variation between the fields. So right now, Rory McIlroy, he came into the day tied for the lead. He's had a great opening few holes. I think he went 3 birdies in a row. And so Rory's at 7 under, solo lead right now. Justin Rose, one of the earlier groups, turned in a great card. He's sitting at second alone, right? Or no, I guess he's tied now with Sam Burns. But Jason Day's in the hunt. We got all kinds of action, baby. Wyndham Clark turned in a great card. Wyndham Clark had such a bad start, and he was such a favorite, the Canadian. But anyway, Wyndham Clark, great second day. He's turned in for the day. He's definitely going to make the cut. And he put in such a good day that he has a shot at contention, no doubt. Scotty Scheffler's struggling a bit. I think his round's over for the day, but his streak of consecutive rounds of par or under at the Masters will end. Again, I think he's done for the day. But he'll probably make the cut. I think he finished at 1 under total. Probably make the cut, but he's got a lot of ground to make up. I mean, I guess if anyone could do like a 7 under day, it's Scotty Scheffler. Well, what everybody's talking about, folks, is how hard these greens are. Okay? There's been no rain for a while in Augusta. There's no rain coming. It's sunny, and everything's dried out and stiff. It is hard to get a ball to stay on the green, and you're seeing the frustration. Some of these putts blow my fucking mind. Like just straight right angles down a hill and stuff. Here we go. Ludwig Aberg. I don't know if he's Norwegian or Swiss. I forget what he is. Swedish. Maybe that's it. Swedish. I'm going to go with Sweden. Well, Oslo, baby. I wonder what golf's like over there. All right, so McIlroy is on hole 7 right now. He's got 2 strokes on the leader. And in front of us here, we got Dustin Johnson. So Dustin Johnson, I know he was over par. He puts a good shot on here. He's going to have a long birdie attempt. The Saudi Devil. And a lot of the live guys underperforming. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's in my backpack in the front pocket. No. You might want to charge it, though, real quick. I don't know what the battery's at right now. Well, I got a shower and what? Yeah. All right, Scheffler now with a birdie on the 18th. And this would put him under par. So this is to save his streak, folks. And, I mean, just a big putt for the tournament if he wants to stay in it. And he pushes it right. So Scheffler's going to finish, I guess, at even par. Oh, no. He finishes 2 over on the day. So Scotty Scheffler's under par streak is done. Finish. Zilch. And folks, I also pulled up all the names of the holes of the Masters, because I wanted to run through those. I think those are fun. We'll start with where McIlroy's at. So McIlroy is on number 7, Pompous, which plays 0.15 strokes over par. So McIlroy puts a big ass drive out there, 340. They got a graphic of how that compares to the field, and he's just blowing people away. I wonder if these cameramen wear like special. Oh shit! So McIlroy, he tries to run it up on the green with a one hopper, kind of shoots right and goes into the bunker. So he'll have a hard up and down. Gary Woodland, Mr. Brain Cancer. And so Gary had a bad day, 3 over day, but he finishes with a birdie. It's going to put him at 2 over. That's probably about the cut line. Looks like he started the day with a 7 on the par 5 2. Pink Dogwood is the name of that one. And Billy, one more thing about Scott. And I don't know what company is being sponsored on Jason Day's visor, but that's the coolest fucking visor I've ever seen in my life. We need I want C900 visors like that. Shane Lowry. Get in there. Come look at this dude's visor. One sec. It's like yellow and fuzzy. It's him in the background. Looks better up close. It's like plush, like a washcloth. Yeah. I never seen anything like it. Jason Day is always kind of on the bleeding edge of fashion. He brought Prince to the game. He was wearing floral prints and stuff. People were not doing that. That was not okay. Now everybody does it. And Mr. Shinty himself, Robbie McIntyre, he has an awful 2 days. I feel for him. He's definitely going to get cut. He's very frustrated with himself. He posted a 9 on a par 4 yesterday, and that's the highest he's ever scored on any hole ever in the PGA. So, I mean, that's 5 strokes right there. Those 5 strokes back, and he's actually within the cut line. Wow, Rory McIlroy feathers one out of the bunker, and he's going to have a real short putt for par. Great sand save there. So that's Pompous. He's got Yellow Jasmine up next, which plays under par on average, but just barely. And then after that, he's about to enter Amen Corner, which is 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't even know. You know, they call it Amen Corner, and I thought that meant that it would be like particularly hard, but it doesn't seem like the strokes are anything higher than yeah, whatever. But number 2, Pink Dogwood. You got to get your eagle opportunities there. And guys, take a look. Go on your social medias. Take a look at what Jason Day's wearing. That's the future of visors. He already stole the style of visor from Bubba Watson, who kind of revolutionized the high top visor. And visors are important, guys. Visors are hats for guys with good hair. All right. And another beautiful part of the Masters is the couple amateurs that enter. Right now we got Howell. He's a teenager. He's at 8 over, but can you blame him? I would love to be 8 over through 2 rounds at the Masters. Can't get anything to go. That must be such a nerve-wracking position. Come on, Jason. Come on, turn. Go! Man, Jason Day puts a good putt on it, but it just doesn't fucking go. So Jason Day can't convert. That would have gave him solo possession of second place, but he wasn't able to do it. Wasn't able to dunk it. So Cameron Young, he eyes up a birdie here on the 7th, playing with Rory's group. And not much to work with here, but every putt's hard as shit, even the 7-footers. Ooh, nice. So with that putt, Cameron Young's 2 under on the day, 1 under on the tournament, and he's he's probably just happy to be under par. And he's still got a whole back 9, you know. He's got a real chance to make a run, but Rory McIlroy gets his par save. Amazing bunker shot. So yeah, McIlroy 1 under on the day. Looking pretty good. Wow. I don't think there's any amount of good advertisements that could make me like AT&T. I think AT&T for me is just evil. Has to be evil. All right. And so McElroy's going to be on to number 8, Yellow Jasmine. Yellow Jasmine next. And I thought this was the year that they were going to... I thought last year they said that LPGA was going to play in the Masters. But I guess not. We live in the future, guys. They AI'd the Masters. It's on Prime and they AI'd it. Take it from a champion, folks. So we got McIlroy, solo lead, Reed, Day, and Rose all tied for second. Rose has turned in his card for the day. So we're keeping an eye on Jason Day. He just missed a putt for 6 under. Oh, wow. Okay, that amateur's playing with Rory McIlroy. That must be such a mind fuck. They shouldn't do that to him. They should not do that to him. That would scare the shit out of me. All right, Cameron Young coming off a birdie. Now with a chance at the par 5 8th. Yellow Jasmine. Good ball. Might get the bunker on the right. It does. Cameron Young has he pauses at the top of his swing, which always scares the shit out of me. It's like freaking Charles Barkley. Now McIlroy, the leader. We're just going to follow McIlroy all day, folks. The defending champ. Also, this is a good time to look up what McIlroy's Masters dinner was. Because I was gonna comment about how bland it has to be. Ooh, and McIlroy, he matches. Okay, guys, here is McIlroy's Masters dinner. Appetizers: peach and ricotta flatbread, rock shrimp tempura, bacon wrapped dates. Personal nod to his family. What is that? And grilled elk sliders. Okay. First course was yellowfin tuna carpaccio. Main course was wagyu filet mignon, seared salmon, Irish champ, mashed potatoes with scallions, vegetables like Brussels sprouts and carrots, and onion rings. Dessert was sticky toffee pudding. Drinks, wine. Okay. There we go. He's got a sense of humor. He said he didn't lean heavily into the traditional Irish food because he wanted to, quote, enjoy the dinner. Oh, what a funny guy. But yeah, so he did a little bit of Irish in there. But that was the joke I was going to make. You know? Who wants to eat an Irish-themed dinner? But he got his little mashed potatoes in there and the sticky toffee pudding and all that shit. But otherwise, he's like, I know what the people like. We're going steak. We're going shrimp. A little surf, a little turf. So, all said, pretty good Masters dinner. I hate when the guys do like McDonald's or some shit. So, we're looking at hole 11 here. Dustin Johnson, Jason Day, and Shane Lowry all playing together. That hole is White Dogwood. I guess that's the beginning of Amen Corner. When you got all the... Oh, man, that's a hard hole. It's crazy to think about. I feel like I wouldn't even be able to have an approach shot after my tee shot. Yet they do. So Jason Day, sick visor. He's got 213 into the hole here. And he can't miss. He cannot miss. So I don't know where the pin's at here. If Jason would kindly get out of the way for me. But I can't imagine hitting a ball 213 and trying to land it on concrete. He's probably hitting a fucking 7-iron here. Come on. So the pin is sitting out to the right, not too crazy. Jason Day puts a good swing on it. He likes it. And that's going to scooch off to the right. So it's safe. He'll have an easy chip uphill. But not really much of a birdie chance. Again, visor points alone, this guy's winning. Shane Lowry, same group. He's got 205. He hits his. Hard to say if he likes it or not. And pretty good ball. So he plays it a little short, runs it up on the front of the green. And he's going to have a nice uphill putt at birdie there. Dustin Johnson, Saudi Scum. And he, of course, outdrives the field. Wow. And Dustin Johnson puts the best ball on it. Same line as Shane Lowry, but 10 feet closer. It's a good ball. It's a great ball, in fact. So Dustin Johnson, he's making a bit of a run here. If he can get that birdie, take a 2 under, 3 under into the back nine, he might have a shot at punching at the lead. Rory McIlroy, though, just can't be stopped. Keeps hitting. So McIlroy's stuck with a tricky decision here. Him and Cameron Young went to the bunker on the right. The par 5 yellow jasmine. And you can tell he's bummed. He's grabbing iron. He's not going to be able to reach the green. He's laying up. But he still wants to get out of here with a birdie. All right. Okay, this is one of the few holes that's playing under par. And you got to take your strokes when you can. You got to. Boom, 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 ba-dum. Jason Day and Dustin Johnson. They don't get to talk much anymore. All right, back to the teenage amateur. He didn't go in the bunker, so. And he hits not a bad ball. Kind of lays up to the right. So Cam Young's first out of the bunker. Let's see what he does. And you can see McIlroy's ball just about cleared the bunker and rolled back down. So he's going to have a steep upward slope. Not really going to be able to do much with it. Not even really probably going to give himself a good leave for an approach shot. So he's got 238. He's probably just trying to knock 100 off here. Just trying to get it out. He's really taking a while to line it up. He might have grounded his club there. It seemed like he didn't like it, but he's out. I don't know. He seems pretty upset by that, but whatever. He's a pro. He's got 150 to the hole. He can make it happen. Jason Day now. He's got, not a... Oh, interesting. So Jason Day's off the green here, and he opts to take his, 5-wood or something, and he's going to try to run it up the hill with that. Now he takes the pitching wedge back. That's like a kid move. That would be crazy. So I guess he thinks if he takes the wedge, he's not going to be able to stop it. But why not just putt it? So anyway, it looks like he's got not like a wedge or anything. Maybe like a sand wedge or a pitching wedge, but not like a 60-degree. Man, he's really overthinking this. Oh, he's going back to the wood. Wow. Okay, so yeah, he's going to kind of putt it uphill with a 3-wood. This is a weird choice, but if he puts it right on the pin, who gives a shit? Ooh, it bounced off the club. And he's upset about that decision. So he leaves himself a long putt for par. Not a long putt, but a difficult putt. So now McIlroy, he got out of the bunker, but he leaves himself. He wanted to get to the top of this hill and didn't. So he's going to have this uphill lie. Very reachable, but he wants to have a putt at par here. 179. This is not an easy green. Ooh, it's turning left. He's got room to the right, but it's turning a little left. Let's see what he... And he... Ooh, okay. And so there's a little bit of backboard on the back left. And Rory's able to use that to kind of get out on the first cut. So he's going to have a fringe shot. Not a great opportunity at birdie, but a good chance to save his par after hitting a drive in the fairway bunker. Shane Lowry now with his long attempt at birdie. On the 11th white dogwood. White dogwood. And then Dustin Johnson will be next, and he's got a real good look at birdie. Shane Lowry leaves a birdie putt 6 feet short. He's going to be upset about that. Probably, honestly, about where Dustin Johnson's is. A wee mo-wop, a wee mo-wop. Cameron Young really seems to be overthinking everything. Not as much as Jason Day, obviously, but he's overthinking it. Yo, wee mo-wop. My name is Cameron Young. There's so many goddamn Camerons in this league. Cameron Champ, Cameron Young, Cam Smith. Michael Cameron. Cameron. All right, so Cam Young, he's decided on his club, half a practice swing, and now he's ready to go. God, and that pause at the top of the backswing freaks me out every time. I think he likes it. Ooh, it's a good ball. It's a good ball. He had a little backspin on it, but got it. It didn't eat back, though, so that's great. Sticks. He's got a great shot at birdie here and takes up a piece of carpet with it. So Dustin Johnson now with a good chance at birdie here. One of the best chances on 11th so far. And he's going to leave it short. So DJ comes up short. I can't believe he left it short, especially after watching Shane Lowry on the same line leave it short. But Dustin Johnson has a tap-in par. Shane Lowry and Jason Day both with difficult par saves here. See what they're able to do. All right. Jason Day with his par attempt. Stay up. Oh, and misses. Left edge. Very close. Hey, ho, Jason Day. Man. And he left it up high. That's the thing. If he had juiced it just a little bit more, it actually would have gone in. But you don't want to chance running it by. It just had so much break right at the end of the putt. And that's always a heartbreaker. When that came off the club, I thought there was no way he'd miss left. All right, the amateur now with a chip. That looked a little clunky, but ooh! So he didn't get through the ball enough to make it spin, but he almost dunks it anyways. The amateur is going to have a long putt at birdie here. Rory's got a long chip or putt at birdie, depending on what he decides to go with. And Cameron Young has a very makeable chance at birdie. So Shane Lowry now, for his par save, is good. So no harm, no foul for him, leaving that birdie putt 6 feet short. And he has a bogeyless round going, folks. He opened with a birdie, and he's been all pars ever since. So Shane Lowry looking steady, looking steady. If he keeps giving himself opportunities at birdie, a couple of those are going to fall. So now McIlroy is on the fringe here. First cut, and he is going to take a putt at it. Probably like a 30-foot putt. 1% makeability, I'd say. But if anybody's going to make it, it's your leader, right? Hopped a little bit at the beginning. Get in there. Oh, that was a remarkable fucking putt. And that was remarkable. So McIlroy leaves it right on the edge of the cup. He nearly holed it. Perfect pace. It sits just off to the left, so he will take that tap-in par, but he almost had a miraculous birdie there. Oh, he also went one hand. I think that's a penalty. That was pretty incredible. Is a good read. I thought it hopped coming out, so I thought he'd leave it short, but it had enough pace. It just tailed right at the end. And great reaction shot there. Screen grab. All right, number 12, Golden Bell. Ooh. Golden Bell, what they call the hardest short shot in the game. So Golden Bell plays, despite being very reachable, plays well over par. And this is where Shane Lowry is especially good. So let's see. He's on the tee here. See if he can stick one. It's 156. Looks not bad. Nice. And Lowry sticks it out to the left. Not an easy birdie putt, but you got to be pretty happy with a green here. Cameron Young now. I didn't realize this was for par, so his shot out of the bunker must have been awful. I didn't realize that. And now he's got a long par attempt. Would have been a lot cooler. When did he hit his third shot? Not a crazy putt, but he's close to the cut line, so he needs this one. Go, baby. Go. Wow. And it just never really broke. Skirts right along the left edge, tap in bogey, and just kind of nullifies that birdie he just got in the hole before. Okay. There we go. That was a par. That was a birdie attempt. The graphics guy fucked up. Jason Day now at Golden Bell. He lost a stroke on the last hole, so he knocked himself out a second. And he puts a good ball on it, a little closer to the pin than Shane Lowry. So Jason Day and Shane Lowry both have a good attempt at birdie here. Shane Lowry's, I guess they would both go back to tied for second if they were able to make that. And McIlroy's looking strong. McIlroy nearly, if he had holed that and gone to 8 under, he's borderline going to run away with it if he keeps up like this. What do we know about Rory McIlroy, guys? He crumbles. He often leads and crumbles. All right, let's see if we can switch to the Amen Corner channel here. There we go. Thank you, Amazon. So on Golden Bell, Dustin Johnson's in that front bunker. Better than the back bunker, but damn near impossible. So DJ, strokes, gains, they've all been around the green today. So he's definitely aware of that. This sand shot accounts for a lot of strokes. Number 12 certainly kicked Robbie McIntyre's ass. And now he is not in contention. All right, DJ out of the bunker. Puts a great fucking swing on it. He's upset he didn't make it, but said he'd. I mean, goddamn. So he'll have a pretty easy par there. Only he would be pissed that he didn't make it. All right, so Shane Lowry's got his shot at birdie here with the iconic footbridge in the back. And the pros, I'm always amazed at the pros' routine of finding divots and making a perfect line. Shane Lowry putts with a 2-ball, like moi. Smart. Okay, Lowry now. Lowry right at it. Keep going. And he's going to miss a little right, but good look at it. He'll also have a tap-in par. He's going to go ahead and knock that out. Jake Knapp with an eagle putt. A good one, too. Drains it. That gets him back to even on the tournament. That's a massive putt for him. Massive. All right, Jason Day now with a slightly better chance at birdie here. He just watched Lowry miss. What's up, big dog? So Jason Day keeps it out. Oh, man. Same thing as the last hole. Just whips off at the end. He played it high the whole way, and it wasn't until the last couple inches that it broke off. So Jason Day's in. Dustin Johnson's going to take his tap-in par, and all three of them leave with a 3. All right, and Dustin Johnson gets his. So That's that, folks. Those fellows are on Amen Corner now. But I would like to watch Rory McIlroy. So number 9, Carolina Cherry. Whew. Yeah, this poor amateur, man. I would be shitting my pants if I had to play with Rory McIlroy my first time at Augusta. It's hard enough to play Augusta. So the amateur lines it up. Man, he has a real hunched over swing. But he cracks that thing. Brings it in left side. Wants to bring it back a little bit. Let's see if it keeps creeping. Keep going. Wow, this actually looks like a pretty beautiful shot here. Not going to eat all the way back, but he's got a shot at birdie. You got to be happy. You got to be happy about that. So Cameron Young here, overthinking the shit out of this shot. It's 105. Can't be that hard. Just stick it up there. So it's 105, probably about 20 feet above his head. I'd play the approach wedge. He's probably hitting a 60 degree with a little feel on it. I can't see what club he's got in his hand, but it's a blade. Okay, so he's playing it 5 extra yards uphill. I feel like it's more than that, but he's the pro. Man, he takes forever. He seems to like it. He's leaning a little bit. Oof. That's going to go. I thought that was going to leak back right, but it ends up just sticking there in the second cut. Dustin Johnson now on the par 5 13th. Azalea. And that's a pretty amazing drive. That's pretty fucking amazing. So Dustin Johnson, right where he wants to be. He's going to have a shot at eagle. McIlroy now. Gap wedge from 105. Bring it back. And it just stays up on a plateau. So McIlroy's going to have a really, all of them are going to have a really fast downhill putt. They all wanted to leave it short, but if you leave it short of the pin, it often rolls back down the green. So you got to pick your poison. Shane Lowry on the par 5. He has a great drive, puts it out a little bit more to the right, better visibility of the green, but probably harder. And then Jason Day on the par 5. So Jason Day would love an eagle here. He's a big hitter. He's definitely capable of it. These 3 guys have got to be the longest hitting group of the day. So Jason Day, he pipes one, picks up his tee, says, "That's right where I'd like it." That's right where you need it. So a little shorter than what he normally hits, but he splits the difference between Dustin Johnson and Shane Lowry. There goes dead middle. And all three of them will have a shot to leave an eagle putt. All are capable. Jason Day might not go for it where he's from, or where he's at right now. I don't know if he can get the ball to stop, but Dustin Johnson certainly will, and Shane Lowry should. Dong bing 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 dong bing 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 dong bing 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 ding bing ding ding. This putt's about to be crazy. Oh, that's so funny. Imagine asking Rory McIlroy to move his mark. I can only dream. Bam, bam, bam. All right, the amateur is going to take a run at it. Probably too much speed here. So he got it out to the hill, but not quick enough. So he does leave a nice par putt there, but no real shot at birdie. Rory McIlroy says thank you for the read. And Rory probably realizes it's playing a little slower than maybe he thought originally. So he can go at that hill and try to be aggressive with his line. I wonder how much Augusta watered the greens overnight. They probably felt pressure to give them some water because, I don't know, they need interest in golf. They can't have 0 birdie putts all day. So McIlroy sizing up his birdie putt. He's got a real good shot at it here. Looks at it from the bottom. Says, I don't need another read. Goes back up to the ball, and he's about to pipe this one. So McIlroy's probably dealing with 15, 20 feet here. It is right on the edge of a hill. So he's kind of just got to push it in one direction and let it flow. Those are always the scariest putts, little plinko putts. All right, McIlroy gives it barely anything. It's going down the hill, and it's probably going to miss left. So he put it out there to the left, and it never really came right. So it came down the hill, maybe a cup left, and didn't bend at all after that. So a nice touch putt, a great lag, and McIlroy gets out of there with a par. So a 2 under 9, 3 birdies and a bogey. Pretty happy, especially the course playing how it is. If you'll take any 9 under par. And McIlroy's just moving. And I got to think, like, because he won last year, he is seemingly playing a little looser, you know. Maybe not in his head so much. And I love that, man. It's crazy. When Rory McIlroy came on the scene, I wanted to hate him so bad. And now I love him. He's a better person than Tiger Woods is by a lot. Man, Rory, if you're out there, let's smoke together someday. I would love to smoke with Rory McIlroy. All right, Cameron Young sends his out high, and that's just a really, really hard read. The lag isn't great. He's got like a 6-footer for par, and he's probably pretty upset about that. But that's just a hard putt. He's coming out of the fringe. He's right on the crest of a hill. You know, that's an impossible putt. All right, so Jason Day didn't hit his drive quite as far as he wanted. But he's got his approach shot into the par 5. Beautiful shot by Jason Day. Man, Cameron Young is doing a classic Cameron here and overthinking the shit out of this putt. All right. Several hours later, Cameron Young with a par attempt. He flushes it. He flushes it. It's all for some. So he has a 2 under first 9. Oh, 1 under of the tournament. And needing to pick up a couple of birdies to stay in contention here. All right. Rory's going to make the turn, grab a and we're going to be right back. We back. And we back. And we back. So Shane Lowry for his birdie. God, misses low side again. And he's got to be upset about that. So Jason Day, he had a bad shot out of the bunker. And these guys are pissing away their opportunities at Azalea. Shane Lowry knows he's not going to get birdie putts easier than that one. And he's upset about it. He's upset about it at the iconic 13th hole. Now, I don't really give a shit about Dustin Johnson here. They need to put me back on Rory's line. Show me Rory. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Talk it to you one more. What you know you gotta talk it to me no more. Dustin Johnson's caddy is his brother. I didn't know about this. This makes a lot of sense. So Dustin Johnson, he doesn't want to miss his 6-footer. And he does. Plays it left the whole way. Didn't get any movement. The 13, guys, even I know this. Azalea, the green doesn't have much break in it. Especially with a pin placement like that. Everybody knows that. Man, Dustin Johnson has a big old dip in. Graybeard. Jason Day getting a good read at his par putt here. And DJ, Jason Day, and Shane Lowry all put through the ringer here on this par 5. None of them able to come up under par. These would have been my candidates to have eagle putts, but none of them able to reach the green under Gurr. So Jason Day firms up his par putt. Shane Lowry's got a shorter attempt at par. And the boys are still hanging around. So Justin Rose. Why is that not updating? Let's make sure our scoreboard's updated here. There we go. What's happening with Patrick Reed? Why am I not seeing any Patrick Reed? He moves up to solo second. Doom, 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 doom. There we go, guys. We only really care about the top. So we got all former champions up there, folks. McIlroy famously won last year. Patrick Reed's won. Justin Rose's won. And then we got Rayton, who I've not heard of. And he's 5 under. 5 under on the day through 15 holes. Pretty impressive. So Dustin Johnson, he's really got some ground to make up here if he wants to be in the hunt. Going to be hard to make up more than 5 strokes in the next 2 days, especially with McIlroy seeming to pull away more and more. Dustin Johnson, 170 ball speed. Just insane. Truly fucking insane. Shane Lowry now with his attempt. And what is hole 14 called? The Chinese fur, of course. But of course. So I'm going to watch Lowry's shot here, and then I'm going to switch over to the Amen corner so we can get Patrick Reed and McIlroy coming through. And shouts out to Justin Rose. I mean, I know he wants a Masters so bad. So I really hope he's putting up a good case. He took advantage of his early tee time and put up a good 18. And we wish him the best. McIlroy and Justin Rose have to be two of the most likable players on the tour. And they're obviously friends with each other. So McIlroy with another scramble out of the bunker puts a great sand shot onto the green. Jason Day's on the tee. But we're switching over to Amen corner, folks. And I'll give Jason Day the time of day when he gets 2 strokes back. Jason. Oh, we can do multi-view. Guys, how good is our God? Come on. There we go, folks. Oh, this is heaven. This is heaven. Oh, wow, folks. It's Masters heaven. So we got 15 and 16 on there, too. Firethorn and Redbud. So Christopher Retain, who is 4 under on the last 5 holes, going the fuck off. So he had a pretty bad first day, but he is having the back 9 of his life. Kitayama for birdie. He's at 3 over right now, so this would put him maybe within the cut line. Big putt for him. Everybody's trying to play the weekend at the Masters. That's not going to go for him. Just not enough gas. He tried to let it die in the hole there, but wasn't going to happen. Wasn't going to happen. But we're back at Amen corner where the action is, folks. So Holtz, the other amateur on 15, is at 17 over. I mean, I don't want to be cocky, but I do think I could shoot that. I know the tees are ridiculous, but I feel like I could shoot that. So they let a couple amateurs play in the Masters, and one of them is at 17 over right now, and I really think I could shoot that over the course of 2 days. That's a par bogey pace, and I could definitely do that. But the tees are really, really far, so maybe not. Folks, let me play fucking Augusta. I promise you I will turn in better than a 9 over card. I think I could. I honestly, man, I shouldn't say that. Because Robbie McIntyre, he had a pretty awful round. We got DeChambeau now at 13. Love to see him fail. He's at 3 over. Still within the cut, but close. And it is crazy. I mean, if Bryson DeChambeau's shooting 3 over, he's won before. That tells you a lot. All right, so now we're getting some players we weren't watching earlier. Matt Fitzpatrick is going to have a shot at birdie on the par 3 12th. Golden Bell. Jason Day, I don't think he got out with a birdie on that last hole, but now he's at, oh, no, that's not. That is Bubba Watson. Bubba Watson sitting at 4 over. I think that's outside the cut. So, but guys, pay attention to Christoph Reitan. Never heard of him. Oof. Fitzpatrick misses his birdie putt. Terrell Hatton went up 35 positions today. Great round. Great round. He must have started over par. Hideki Matsuyama, former winner. I think double winner. He's still in the hunt at 2 under. What's up? And we got our mascot in the studio. You want to say hi, big dog? Mr. Slobber? We got a mascot. Xander Schauffele at 3 under. I guess that was a par, but oh no, that was for bogey. So Schauffele, 2 under is going to be hard to recoup. Looks like McIlroy. Yeah, McIlroy dropped a stroke on the last hole. So him and Reed are tied for first now. And Rose and Rayton are 1 stroke off. By the end of the day, Justin Rose might be in the lead if everybody keeps dropping strokes. No. Don't sniff that. Don't sniff that. So McIlroy bogeyed the 10th. That's Camellia. And that one plays 0.3 over par, so not an easy hole. But McIlroy, if I know anything about McIlroy, Amen corner, he'll get some strokes back. Especially Azalea. McIlroy's the king of touch. You give him a 150-yard shot, he's going to nail it. He's going to use a fucking gap wedge, which is crazy to me. Where I use an 8-iron, and I'm pretty proud of that. But hey, what are you going to do? He's the best in the world. Defending champ. Man, they're putting... Again, this is not fair. They should not have paired him with Rory McIlroy. I'm sure it's kind of cool to play with your hero, but that's so much pressure. He's getting so much airtime. Whew. Maybe they always do that. Put the lead amateur with the lead pro. That's probably what they do. But still, it's difficult. And I would not play better golf in the presence of Rory McIlroy. So Cameron Young lost a stroke there too with Rory. Puts him back to even par. Wow. Man, Cameron Young is so picky. There was some cheering. Couple holes over. He stepped off. Just hit it, Cameron. Cameron Young smacks it. 189 ball speed. That's fucking crazy. Oh, wow. All right. So McIlroy and Reed are both on Amen corner now. Reed's about to tee off on 13 Azalea. That's a real make or break hole. McIlroy teeing off now on 11. White Dogwood. So White Dogwood and Golden Bell. Those are the next two for him. Those are going to play. Oh, Azalea's the par 5. Sorry. Golden Bell's the par 3. So Reed makes it through Golden Bell. McIlroy spanks one on 11. Massive. Ooh, Bubba Watson's got a birdie putt. The whole key here. So Bubba Watson has a birdie attempt here. He's at 4 over right now. So at 4 over, he needs this birdie. He's really, really on the cut line there. And he's on the 16th, so only a couple more whacks at it to make the weekend. Bubba Watson, defending champ. You know you don't want to get cut. Green jacket owner like myself. Go, baby. Go, baby. Oh, and Bubba Watson nearly dunks a long birdie putt, but leaves it about 3 inches off to the right. Perfect pace. Amazing lag. All right, now we got some fucking analyst doing a golf simulator. I don't want to watch a guy play the golf simulator version of one of these holes. Don't show me that. And there's Cam Smith. I loved Cam Smith before he went to the Saudis. He's not playing that well. What's he at? Yeah, 5 over. Yeah, Cam Smith might not even make the weekend. That's what you get, bro. Shouldn't have taken the Saudi money. You were hot shit. Echevarria here. Turn, baby. And he dunks it. Nicholas Echevarria gets a birdie to go down to 12 over. That sucks, man. He's had a rough couple holes. Jake Knapp, after his eagle, put him back to even par. He got a birdie and another par to stay in negative digits. Knapp. Wow. The announcer cursed him, and the ball hangs out left. So Knapp's going to drop to even again. Let's go back to McIlroy, though. So McIlroy is 75th in the field in fairways hit. That's pretty bad, honestly. And he's got great approach game. He obviously more than makes up for it in the other aspects of his game, but I don't know. Augusta's not one that super punishes you. Like, there's spots where you miss the fairway and it's jail, but for the most part, it's a second and third shot game. So Patrick Reed trying to get through Azalea with a birdie. He laid up to the river and then put a nice little approach shot in there, and he's going to have a very makeable birdie putt to take solo lead. Him and McIlroy, I expect to be back and forth all day. All day. Christopher Raisin. I don't know who Gerard is, but he just put one in the fans. Fan stands. Is that Justin Thomas? No, that's somebody else. All right, the amateur. Ooh. And he throws a great ball into the 11th green. Woo! Keegan Bradley flies the green on 15 and is lucky the ball checks up. Cameron Young now with his approach shot on the 11th, 195 into the green. Jail on the left. Plays a cut. Looks like it's going to be nice. And it is. Ooh! It actually toe taps the amateur's ball. So Cameron Young's ball shoots a little bit to the left. So McIlroy's got a great approach shot here. Clearly the furthest drive. And he doesn't know Patrick Reed's got a good shot at birdie here, but they're both going to be fighting if he can put a good swing on this. He does. It looks a little left. It's left. It's short, but it's a birdie putt. So McIlroy's going to be pretty upset he didn't stick it closer. Both the amateur Howell and Cameron Young were able to stick it much closer. So Rory's going to be upset. That's his forte, and he let himself down. Cam Smith's on the par 3 16th. He's sitting at 5 under right now, so really needs a birdie. Out of these last 3 holes, he'd really like to take 1 or 2. Not that they're easy holes. They're actually tournament losers, as people would say, but this par 3 shot's big. So Smith doesn't seem to like it. Oh, and it's in the water. It's in the water on 16. So Cam Smith's going to drop at least a stroke there, and that might cause him to miss the weekend. Whew, bummer for the Aussie. You got Taylor now, Nick Taylor, I think. And Nick Taylor, he puts one on the back. Not a bad shot on 15 there. He doesn't seem happy, but whatever. He's dancing. He is dancing. Brooks Koepka worked back. I thought Koepka was having an awful time. Max Homa in the hunt. A lot of guys sitting at 1 under that could definitely make a move in the weekend. That's who I'd watch out for. Scotty's sitting at even. Aberg, Fitzpatrick all at even. Spieth at 1 over. Fuck him. Harris English had a good second day, I guess. Morikawa sitting at 1 over. I would say at the end of the day, you got to be at 2 under at least to be within shooting distance, because I think with Rory and Patrick Reed sitting where they are, I don't think they're going to give up many strokes. But yeah, McIlroy really, obviously you don't want to fly the pin there and go in that back bunker because that's jail, but he played a little too safe there. He could have carried half a club more. Well, half of my club. Third of a club more. But again, you want to leave yourself uphill lies. You don't want to get on the backside of that pin because then your comeback putt might honestly be longer than your first putt. Wow. So 11 historically has been Rory's worst hole. Crazy. So even a par, he'll take a par. 3 balls in the water. And I get that on like the Sunday hole location. But man, that's hard. That's rough for him. So if he could sink a long birdie putt here, that would be a good omen. A good man. And I'm not seeing Patrick Reed. I don't know if he missed his birdie putt or what. No, he's still. Well, I guess if it says he's through 13, then he's done with Azalea. And you learn to accept it. You know it's antiseptic. Okay, so McIlroy's got a deep birdie putt here. And this would give him solo lead again. Remember, this is the one Shane Lowry left way short. Go, baby! Wow. A really, really good line. He left it short by maybe an inch, but it veered off to the left. Even if he gave it a little bit more pace, I don't know if it goes in. But, damn, it was close. Tap in par. He'll take that on his worst hole historically. Whew, and Reed must not have got his birdie. And you learn to accept it. The amateur, after a great approach shot, doesn't get his birdie. Keegan Bradley with a very difficult comeback chip. We saw Gary Woodland kind of biff that one yesterday. Same kind of shot. Thomasville, Georgia. Okay, Cameron Young. It's going to take fucking 45 minutes for him to putt this. But he's got a birdie chance. Maybe if he just hurried up a little bit and got out of his damn head, he'd be playing a little bit better. Cam Smith, after going in the water, has a 10-footer for bogey on the par 3. Again, he's going to have to birdie his last 2 holes or miss the weekend. Oh, he misses the bogey putt. He's cooked. He's cooked. Unless he can eagle the par 5, he's got no shot at the weekend. And a real up and down round for him. Hardly any pars. It's just birdie, bogey, birdie, bogey. Wow. Rory gets quite the ovation going into hole 12. So 12 is a real make or break. Again, that's a hole I expect Rory to birdie. Knapp now with a chance to get back to under par. A very makeable birdie on the 16th. Good tee shot. Knapp sinks his birdie. So Knapp's back to 1 under. He continues to hang in contention. That eagle was a huge bump. And this back 9, listen to this. Bogey, double, eagle, birdie, bogey, birdie. Fucking crazy. 3 birdies and a bogey on the front 9. That guy's a fucking roller coaster. Got Howell, the amateur, again. He's trying to put a couple good shots together and make the weekend, but he's going to need a miracle. Ooh, goddamn. Holy shit. So the amateur nearly fucking holes out on 12. He's finally going to get a birdie. Wow. That was a beautiful shot. He about dunked it. That was an amazing shot. That's the best shot of the day on 12. Good on that kid. Even if he doesn't make the weekend, that's got to feel great. So that birdie will put him at 8. Who knows? Maybe the cut line will move to 6. He can get 2 strokes back. That was fucking impressive. And McIlroy, let's see if McIlroy can get it any closer. Let's see if Cameron Young hits his ball again. So Young's up next. God damn. He's so distracted. He steps off because of a wind change. He's holding this shot. He likes it. He likes it. Ooh. So somehow he puts it between the pin and the bunker, right on the first cut. Probably about a 15-footer. Puttable, but it's downhill. So it's a tricky lie. Woo! And who's that? Xander Schauffele? No, Nick Taylor. Nick Taylor drops a bomb of a birdie putt. So McIlroy, this has got to be one of the biggest shots of his day. Hitting a pitching wedge 156 into the green. Oh, my God. And McIlroy sticks it. No one can get it closer to the amateur, who put it 3 inches away. But McIlroy stripes one. All three of those guys have chances at birdie, real chances. Keegan Bradley's trying to save par on the par 5 15th. He's at 3 over, so he's on that cut line. He makes his par. Holy cow, folks. We got ourselves a golf game. So big putt here. They're not giving me any goddamn coverage of Patrick Reed. But McIlroy, very good chance to pull out ahead here. Probably best looking birdie putt he's had in a couple of holes now. The Nelson Bridge. The Kennedy. All right, so on the par 5 15th, everyone lays up, including Dustin Johnson. I didn't see his tee shot, but damn, Dustin Johnson on his approach shot dunks one. That's going to fuck him. He'll still make the cut, but they can dunk now. Shane Lowry. Great ball.
Dunking would be so sick in golf because it's still a tiny-ass ball.
Yeah.
So it's like not impressive.
Right.
But the hole is physically on the ground, so you have to slap the ground.
The balls that like dunk where they make it on the fly, it's so cool. Tiger Woods has a hole in one like that. That kid right there, the amateur, he almost dunked a hole in one. So inches away.
Oh no, I'm saying physically.
With their hands?
Like a basketball dunk.
I've actually seen people do that on putting greens to great effect. You got to do it when the pin's in, because if the pin's not in, it'll pop out. But you can throw a ball in with the pin in, and it feels great.
No, buddy, I'm saying
your hand on top of the hole. You got to get on the ground kind of thing.
Yeah, that's where I'm saying it's not as impressive because the ball is still small as shit.
Yeah.
You can have like 5 of them in your hand, but it is on the ground. So to make it look cool, you have to figure out
how to like roll,
fall with grace.
Yeah, kind of do the worm into it.
Or, from standing.
Dude, that would be okay. First of all, if you took a video of you on a nice golf green, kind of flopping and doing a dunk into the hole, that would be extreme rage bait. Golfers would lose their mind, and we should honestly do that. We'll do it on a putting green and we'll ask the golf course. You know, we won't be dickheads about it, but we'll
I'm a masturbator, dude.
I know you are. Actually, okay, we're definitely going to do this. And then we will have someone also dressed as a golfer in the back act, you know, muy ofendido. How do you say offended? Ofender. McIlroy with his birdie putt. He needs this one. Go, baby. He gets it. Whoo! That's amazing. So all three birdie. McIlroy pulls ahead. Those were three beautiful tee shots. And those are the guys, I mean, McIlroy, that's what he's known for. That's how he is going to win this tournament, is nailing short shots close. Dustin Johnson with his approach shot. A lot of spin on it, but doesn't bring it all the way back. But yeah, McIlroy with just such a smooth tee shot there. If he had put a tiny bit more spin on it, he could have maybe brought it back to the hole, but beautiful birdie putt right in there. Bong dong dong. So let's switch over to that feed. I hate that Amazon is doing all the master shit now, but they have done a really good job of this shit. Yeah, because like it's never more. For me, the Masters is when you want it the most. To jump between the holes, and there's just so many things going on at one time. That and March Madness. And yeah, they just nailed it. They nailed it. But again, I don't want Jeff Bezos to own everything. And it's also on ESPN at the same time. I don't know how they can both. But ESPN's is just dumber. Like ESPN's is bad. Same product. So get with it, Disney.
Diz fucks. Did I not bring that over here?
The Diz fucks.
Dizzy bitch alert.
So the amateur Howell, after almost getting an ace, you know, he's a big hitter for an 18-year-old. If he could get an eagle, even an eagle opportunity and a birdie here, he just probably needs 2 more strokes to get to the cut line. I bet 6 under could make it. A lot of people are struggling coming down the road here. Coming down the pike. Cameron Young, really thinking about it again. Hit the damn ball, Cameron. So, wrong kid died. So McIlroy solo lead. He's going into this par 5. He's definitely got enough distance to hit the green in 2, but that'll be an interesting decision. If he doesn't hit a good enough drive, he'll likely lay up. I mean, Dustin Johnson laid up on both par 5s today, which is the guy that usually doesn't. But McIlroy off the tee. Let's see how aggressive he gets here. Let's see if he uses his teeth. And Fating. Oh, no. McIlroy calls out 4 right. Oh, no.
What an idiot.
Well, he's certainly not going to be going for the green here, folks, but that looks open enough where he can hit a punch shot out and have a decent shot. Honestly, not the worst. If you're going to miss a shot into the woods, this hole is probably the one to do it. The par 5 with his length gives him an extra shot, essentially. Bryson DeChambeau now on 13. Azalea. Do you know they all have names? And that is a crazy fucking putt. Pretty good lag from 100 feet away. Okay, here's all the names. So they're on 13 right now, Azalea. But you got
Oh, interesting.
tea olive, pink dogwood.
Oh, okay, so trees.
Yeah, yeah, I guess they all are trees or flowers. There we go.
16, which is micro penis.
Micro penis plays .15 over par. But yeah, some of these are famous. Like the ones I knew already were white dogwood, azalea, magnolia, um, firethorn, and redbud. These are two very hard holes historically. So DeChambeau, he gets a bogey on the par 5 13th. And that is a hole for him to gain strokes back, but he's kind of Mr. Evil. He's Mr. Trump's best golfing partner, so fuck him. And he also takes Saudi money. There's no redeemable qualities about him. He's also like the RoboCop of golf. They like hook him up to machines and shit. And he gained like 50 pounds of muscle just because like a sports fitness guy told him it was optimal. Like he bulked in a year it was insane. It was like you didn't see him for a couple of months and he literally gained like 30 pounds. And everyone's like, what the fuck is he doing? But then he could hit the ball about 20 yards further. And that helped him. And he won this tournament. But he ain't gonna this time. He's been sucking ever since he went to the Saudis. But yeah, he golfs with Trump and puts it on YouTube. And he has a really big YouTube presence. He honestly doesn't seem like that bad of a guy, but he is like the villain of golf. And that's the other thing. He competes in the long drive competitions. He's the only PGA or pro player that does the long drive stuff. And he always gets second because this guy, Kyle Berkshire, is the king of long drive. Long hair Kyle Berkshire. Dude, I would love to meet him. I bet if there was a long drive event in Chicago, he seems reachable enough where we could reach out and be like, hey, you want to like do an interview? Because he's got and he Happy Gilmore's a bit. Like, his swing is extra. Like, no one would teach you to swing like he swings. And it's kind of like, he was a really good college golfer. He just, yeah, he's not as good at the other parts, which just goes to show you how important short game is. It's crazy, folks. What do we say here at the studio? Spend more time at the putting green and less at the driving range, okay? Until you can go up and down consistently, keep the driver in the bag, folks. That's all we're saying. Till you're plunking greens, you ain't going to be plunking that driver. Oof. I need to go golfing soon. I keep looking at golf now, and they have great deals. Like, if you're available at Wednesday at 11 a.m., you can play for like $11. It's crazy. So, folks, anyone want to join me for a golfing bout, you let me know. You let me know, you little sluts. McElroy, kind of cool, kind of boy. Man, the like hip turn degree and the things they can analyze now on a golf swing is truly crazy. Oh, see, I didn't actually see McElroy's outshot there. But on Azalea, he sends one right out into the flat, leaves himself a good layup, and I assume that's the shot he'll be on here now. Oh, sorry, this is yesterday. This is yesterday. So I guess he hit it into the trees yesterday too, but ended up with a birdie. Beautiful. Let's see it again, Roar. I was wondering why he had put a sweater on. Wow, almost identical shots. But again, if he can hit a nice punch shot and birdie, who gives a fuck? He'll be up 2 strokes. Oh, Jason Day barely stays out of the water, and he's going to have a tough bunker shot. He's the one with the... Here. Show it. Ah, fuck. I wanted you to see his visor up close. It's sick, dude. It's honestly sick. We'll stay. You're going to hate it. It's nasty. Okay, so McIlroy, same situation. He's got a nice little opening there. Just got to punch it out there. Get it to run about 100 yards. And he does. Probably not as far as he wants, but he's out there clean and clear. And you know what? A little distance, too. I'm sure Rory would admit this. A little more distance from the hole allows him a little bit more touch, a little bit more spin. And when the greens are playing as hard as they are, you want a little more room. So Rory's playing smart golf. He's playing the course management route, and he's in the lead. I think this is the age of Rory McIlroy, guys. He's a little older. He's a little more mature. And, yeah, I think he cares about golf less, which has actually helped him to be better. I think he was just so in his head, everybody calling him a prodigy and that kind of stuff. And now Scottie Scheffler's the best in the world. So Rory McIlroy just has to come out, and every time he beats Scottie Scheffler, it's like good for him, you know? All right, Shane Lowry, hole-in-one back in 2016. Pretty beautiful. That Shane Lowry hole-in-one, baby. Man, I fucking love Shane Lowry. I love that Shane Lowry and Rory McIlroy are good friends, and I would love to hang out with the two of them. If I could play around with any two PGA golfers, it would probably be those two. Good ball. Bong, 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 bong. Oh, this is the 90th Masters, folks. 10 years from now, 100th Masters. Ooh-wee. Come on. Come on. Wow. And Amazon somehow in a three-way multi-view puts every view on ad break. This is unprecedented.
Red Zone would never.
That's true. Red Zone wouldn't even dare give you one.
They do ads now.
They do?
Yeah.
Cunts. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
I
But-
mean, it was kind of only a matter of time
Yeah, I mean, I do get it.
before someone offered them enough money for them to be like, oh, yeah, fuck that.
But don't they do the ones where it's like on the border where they don't necessarily like cut away? I like that. I like that sports has added those, especially when like they're reviewing a call or there's like kind of a still moment. That's a good compromise. That truly is like obviously very doable, but that's the future of ads. Makes people, in a streaming world, you gotta temper expectations for what people will accept for ads now. And I also think the way Peacock, watching Taboo and having it so violently interrupted like that, they need to figure something else out. And maybe that is like cropping, or scaling in, pushing in just a little bit, so you have like an L in the bottom and the right-hand side and running an ad like that, I would be way more open to that than the blunt, you know. Or I know some apps have had in the past the ability to like watch all your ads up front. And I would do that. Go, baby. Go. Go. See? That's the visor, dude. They're sick. I want one even fuzzier than that. But it's pretty cool. And Jason Day is awesome. He wears he's on the, when everybody was wearing moisture wicking and tight fit shit, he's got flowy pants. He's got cloth polos that are kind of floppy. Like that pocket's kind of more pronounced. He's got style, dude. Who wears little sweaters that no one else would wear. Cardigans and shit. And he's an Aussie. Aussies have more style. All the Aussie players dress a little louder than the other players, honestly, now that I think about it. Including Cam Smith, who's going to miss the cut because he's a bitch. And the amateur puts one in the creek on 13. Azalea. So Patrick Reed, he also pars. He's kind of just staying right at 6. McIlroy will have Cameron Young's up now, but McIlroy's next up to take an approach. Oh, stay! Wow. And Cameron Young gets lucky as hell. Somehow it stays on the side of the hill. And that's, man, I don't know how that stayed. But it's technically in the hazard, so he won't be able to ground his club. But he's very happy about that. That's an interesting situation where he might actually be putting out of a hazard. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Now, Patrick Reed is at the 15th. He's got a birdie putt and a chance at co-lead, but this is a hard birdie putt, a long one. He puts a good swing on it. Go, baby! Ooh, and Patrick Reed leaves it right on the front door. That would have been for the share of the lead. McIlroy now. It might not matter because McIlroy's got almost the same exact shot he had on Golden Bell, the par 3 before this. So just going up and down for birdie. And with Reed's par, that would give him a 2-stroke lead. And after McIlroy's 13th, I will be signing off, folks. I will be bidding you adieu. But I'd love to see him take a birdie through Amen Corner. They call this Amen Corner.
They call this prostate.
They call this prostate.
He missed.
Yeah, big whiff. Oh, Tommy Fleetwood's got a very decent eagle putt. Go, baby! Oh! Holy shit. So Tommy Fleetwood, not on my radar, but sinks an eagle, and that's going to put him at 6 under. He's still got a hole left to play. No, 3 holes left to play. He eagled the 15th. So Tommy Fleetwood all of a sudden is in second place. That's fucking crazy. Let's make sure we update the leaderboard here. Man, McIlroy smooths one. And it just keeps eating back. McIlroy's going to have a great shot at birdie here. But Tommy Fleetwood is tied up with Patrick Reed now after that eagle. And that's pretty fucking amazing. I haven't even seen really many eagle attempts on 15 today. Just because you got to clear that pond, you got to have a hell of a tee shot to even think about going for it. Dustin Johnson leaves his birdie putt high. Terrible read, honestly. Pretty flat. And McIlroy's going to walk up to the green with a great chance at birdie. If McIlroy could put 2 strokes between him and Reed and Fleetwood, I know he's going to be happy about that. His buddy Shane Lowry now dunks a nice little putt there. So Lowry gets a birdie. He's got 2 holes to go and 4 under. It's got to feel pretty going into the weekend. And he's still with a bogeyless round. Mr. Efficient today. I don't know who's in the bottom there. That's Akshay Bhatia, maybe? Yeah, Akshay Bhatia misses a birdie putt. Yells at his ball. He's pissed off. He's at 4 over right now. That's right on the cut. So he's really wanting some strokes back. And goddamn, he's 5 over on the back 9 right now. So he is really killing his own momentum there. Tommy Fleetwood. They show his eagle again. Just pretty. Died right in the hole. Beautiful pace. And I like Tommy Fleetwood. But again, he wasn't even really on my radar. He moved up the board quick on the back 9. Dun, 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 dun. All right, the amateur now. He takes his drop, so that's probably 3 into the green, 4 in the water, hitting 5. Fluffy one, and not a bad ball. He's going to leave himself a very reasonable bogey putt from the same distance that Rory will be putting for birdie. Sepp Straka at 1 over. Sergio Garcia, former winner, he's at 3 over. It's looking like the cut line is going to be at 5 over right now, folks. 4 or 5. Akshay Bhatia, Bubba Watson, both in that range. Robbie McIntyre finished at 7 over. That's definitely going to be cut. And the amateur with that bogey, I mean, he needs to make that bogey and then have some birdies to have a chance at making the weekend. The low amateur medal depends on it. So they have amateurs every year, and the low amateur gets a medal, but only if you make the cut. So you have to be top 50 after the first 2 days to qualify for that. And every once in a while, an amateur will come close to like winning it, but that's never happened. I think the best they've ever done is like 5th place or something. But yeah, the kid on this hole right now, wow, good chip by Cameron Champ. He got so fucking lucky that his ball stayed there, so he will breathe a sigh of relief with that par. But yeah, the amateur playing with them right now is 18, which is crazy. Like, to be an 18-year-old and playing with the greatest golfer in the world, the guy who won the Masters last year, that has to freak you out. But he's technically winning the low amateur right now. He just has to make the weekend because all the other amateurs are out. Jason Day, he gets a stroke back, so he's at 5 under again. Along with Sam Burns. Sam Burns is even on the day. I felt like he dropped a stroke from earlier. Sam Burns was at 6 under at some point. Mason Howell, the 18-year-old, squares her up. Hasten Mal, that's what I call him. Doesn't like it. And he's going to rush to hit the second one. No, he's going to mark it and let his hero Rory McIlroy putt. Very nice. All right, folks. All right, guys. If McIlroy makes this one, we're all getting laid tonight. Come on.
Don't let us down, Rory.
Rory, please. Come on, McIlroy. He's taking his time. This is the flattest green on the course, though. Go right at it. Right fucking at it. Get in there. Woo! We're all getting laid, folks. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. And that's going to do it for us here. Have a fun Friday, everybody. We will see you tomorrow night.